joined us now. And, Coach, very scary game for your ball club. Got down, and that 2-run seventh by the Blue Raiders would usually put you on your heels. In some of the midweek games this year, it has put you on your heels, but your offense comes back in response. It got started off with a double in the bottom half of that inning. Then everyone kind of fed off of it.
Yeah, that was a big at bat there, and I think that Jacob let us off with a double, and we've kind of struggled to jumpstart the offense, and and again, facing a lefty tonight, and our left-handed approach wasn't great early. He mixed the changeup pretty effectively, and we did a pretty good job elevating pitch count on him, and then once we got in the bullpen, we did some damage.
They got the pitch count up a little bit on Sam early on, but Sam was able to adjust today and grind his way through 5 innings.
Yeah, he grinded it out. He's pitching. Both pitchers pitching against about a 30-mile-an-hour wind, and affects movement sometimes. So you kind of lose a feel for that strike zone, and it did elevate pitch counts. Both guys. Key moment of the game. I thought the double play we turned with Ethan was a key moment of the game, and like you said, Jacob's double to lead that inning off, kind of jump started us, and then we, our defensive replacement, Ford Wilson, comes in there and hits the ball on the ground, and we had a lot of good things happen. JD had RBI chances, and the positive thing about JD tonight was he didn't let a lot of balls, a lot of hittable pitches hit the mitt. He attacked when he had infield in, which I like to do, and he keeps swinging the bat. He's a good option against lefties.
How do you get him out of the lineup now? 4 for 5 tonight. I believe he's sitting up somewhere around 400. When he gets in, we talked about him early in the year. When he gets in, he always makes the most of his opportunities. He may be a DH type in the future. I know you got some pretty athletic catchers coming in, but he's going to find a way to get in the lineup consistently, I think, his junior and senior year.
He's worked real hard, on his offensive part of the game. He came here with a good arm, good defensive skill set, and in the dilemma with him being our other catcher, if Phillip ever gets banged up or something, now you're down to one guy. So you really can't, once you get him in there, you can't really run for him when you want to. You just have to use his bat, and his bat's come through these last 2 games for us.
Talk about a bat. Ethan Gross has really come on. He spent a lot of the first half of the season under the Mendoza line, as a lot of true freshmen do, but he has really come on as of late, hitting around 280 now. He had 7 hits over the weekend. He gets a hit here tonight. He's kind of getting to be like Derek Thomas was last year, getting that hit a game. Just get a hit a game, continue to progress.
Yeah, you see that a lot of time with freshmen, and the good thing is we're not putting a lot of pressure on him offensively. We're bunting him at key times when we need to get a bunt down. He did that tonight, and you'll see the more at bats mount up on those young guys, the more what you see them do is they chase less, and that's what Ethan's doing. He's getting pitchers in the zone more and attacking his pitches better.
So you take them one game at a time to get you to 23 wins. Needed this come from behind win tonight. You'll need the win tomorrow over Middle Tennessee. Now you're in the process now. We're not early or midway through the season. You're in the process now of trying to collect these wins late, trying to get up to around 34, 35 wins before the year's over. Give yourself a chance at that large bid before you get down to Jackson for the conference tournament. So every game is really elevated.
Yeah, and I think our team kind of feels that now. There was a different dugout tonight. Mm-hmm. They were locked in more. There's not as much casual conversation. It's all conversation about the game, and that's encouraging. And I think you'll see this team lock in every day down the stretch, and they know what we got to do.
Well, you need the leadership from the seniors. Now, there's not just the seniors, but there's some redshirt juniors and some regular juniors that really took some big lumps. Let's go back to 08, 09. We had a couple of long seasons. We had some real small guys that came in. They look like high school kids. They've done a lot of work putting weight on, getting more athletic bodies. And let's face it, we took some drubbings in 08 and 09. They made the push halfway through last season, and then they can see the light at the end of the tunnel now if they play well the last 19 games now.
We need that same kind of push down this stretch that we had last year, and really our backs were against the wall last year to get in that tournament in that 6-team field, and now the focus is one day at a time, take care of the weekends when they come, and now we get ready for all the talk tomorrow will be about getting ready for another a good war with Middle Tennessee State, and this has been a great series through the years.
Eric going to throw tomorrow?
Yeah, Eric go to the mound tomorrow, and I think we'll have Ben back. We're starting to get kind of the old Ben back, which is really encouraging to see. His fastball's back up there in the low 90s now, and I think he's over. He's pitching with a lot of confidence now.
Let me ask you this before we let you go. How do you tweak your bullpen with 19 games left? You want to keep fresh arms, but there's guys that are pitching pretty well, guys that are struggling, kind of like a basketball rotation. With 19 games left, does that bullpen kind of shrink now?
It's shrinking down some. Tyler Farley's been real effective down there at some key times, and we've been getting Sam back in there on the weekends. That's kind of why we kept him pitch count down a little bit today, and we'll rehab him good and get him ready to help on the weekend. And you'll see it shrink down a little bit, and now we kind of understand what matchups are.
All right, well, Coach, nice come from behind win, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.